Wrestling fans, welcome to NCWA Pro Wrestling. I'm John Lloyd, and fans, special hello this week to 10-year-old Josh McDonald. Josh and his mom, avid viewers of NCWA Pro Wrestling. Josh couldn't believe that his mom actually knew me, and now his mom is the big person around the McDonald household. I know that's a thrill for her and a thrill for 10-year-old Josh McDonald. Also, get well wishes to Marty Miller, former referee with the AWA. Marty has suffered a slight relapse. He is back in the hospital. Marty will be expected to get well real soon and hope to see you at ringside. Well, wrestling fans, let's get right to it. Coming up Thursday, June 17th, 7 o'clock bell time, the annual spectacular with the NCWA is back, and that is Fridley 49er Days. On that card, we've got the following matches signed. Now, the Russian Assassin, Chris Markov, is signed. No opponent named as of yet. You'll see the tremendous midget wrestlers in action as well. Also on the card, dynamic Jerry Lynn takes on J.B. Trask in a return bout. The NCWA heavyweight champion, the Masked Professor, puts his title on the line against a challenger who has yet to be determined. Hopefully we'll get that match signed in the next few weeks. Also on the card, tag team champions, the Heartbreakers, will defend the tag belts against the challenge of the Yates Gang. The Yates Gang being accompanied to the ring by their manager, Carmine Barana Jr. So fans, those are just some of the matches that will occur on June the 17th. It's a Thursday night, 7 p.m. start time, Fridley City Hall in the parking lot. Now, if you're not sure where that is, that's just off of University Avenue in Fridley, a little bit north of 694. Now, fans, it's a 7 o'clock start time. Admission is free. There'll be a carnival. There'll be things for the kids to do in addition to watching the great wrestling action. So don't forget, mark it on your calendars right now. June the 17th, Thursday night, 7 o'clock bell time. NCWA Pro Wrestling is back at Fridley 49er Days. All right, now, fans, let's go to a break. When we come back, we'll get right into pro wrestling action right here with the NCWA.
Last year, Minnesotans pulled 4 million walleyes out of Minnesota lakes using one of these. They pulled 4 million northerns out using one of these. They pulled 3 million bass out using one of these. Unfortunately, Minnesotans also pulled 18 Minnesotans out of Minnesota lakes using one of these.
Last year, 1 out of every 35 vehicles registered in Minnesota was stolen, burglarized, or vandalized. 1 out of every 35. Change the odds. Help eliminate auto theft. If you have information about vehicle theft, burglary, or vandalism, call toll-free 1-800-359-HEAT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at Shakopee Senior High School with the NCWA. This is Mick, Karch ringside, and now, ladies and gentlemen, a battle royal. Over the top rope battle royal. Several of the wrestlers making their way about ringside right now. There's Brett Stryker. Behind Brett, the Hollywood Hitman. Gentleman Jerry Lynn, the dynamic one, makes his way to the ring. And, of course, taking his sweet time as he gets to the ring is DJ Lightning. Look at this. Oh, this is one nauseating individual. J.B. Trask is out here for this one. The Cambodian Assassin. The rules of a battle royal are very simple. Over the top rope, onto the floor, and you're eliminated. The last man in the ring is the victor. It's that simple. It's the old King of the Hill, the Shakopee Ford Battle Royal from Shakopee Senior High School. And they're ready to go. Everybody going after everybody, ladies and gentlemen, in this one, right from the get-go, there's the Hollywood Hitman. We're renewing his battle with TJ Lightning. How do you keep your action in one camera shot is beyond me. Once again, that's TJ Lightning hammering on the Hitman. There in the background, you see Jerry Lynn and J.B. Trask. Oh, the beatnik putting his useless 2 cents worth in here at ringside. Battle Royals are among the most dangerous professional wrestling matches in existence. You never know when you're going to get hit from behind, clothesline from the side, your knees taken out from behind you. You never know. It's simple, like I said, the old king of the hill, last man remaining in the ring, gets the nod. Big clothesline as Brett Stryker. He's a one-man wrecking crew in there right now. He dispatched TJ Lightning. Now the Jungle Fighter. There, right, you see in the camera shot right now, Jerry Lynn fighting to hang on as J.B. Trask tries to put him over the top. Lynn hooks the leg in those ropes, trying to maintain his balance in there, and elbow to the midsection of J.B. Trask. We go to the wide shot once again, and now we see a little double team action. Brett Stryker being double teamed. Right above our microphone, ladies and gentlemen. You see it clearly, the Masked Jungle Fighter and TJ Lightning working on Brett Stryker. Oh. Oh, geez. Gentlemen, Jerry Lynn had that leg wrapped around the ring post by J.B. Trask. Oh, will you stop? TJ Lightning, for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, continues to say when he nails an opponent, it's for me. I can't stand this guy. He's not doing me any favors. Look at Brett Stryker hanging on for dear life. Finally battles his way back. Big clothesline by Stryker takes down the Jungle Fighter. Now the Hollywood Hitman renews his feud with TJ Lightning, but catches a boot from the Cambodian assassin. Or should I say a bare foot as opposed to a boot. Double team action now. Lightning and the assassin. All hell breaks loose. It's that simple in a battle royal. Oh, wait a minute. J.B. Trask. J.B. Trask has been eliminated. He's out of the battle royal. Oh, wait a minute, not quite onto the floor. Stryker hanging on for dear life. Oh, the assassin did not quite get tossed over that top rope by the Hitman. He got hung up on that rope. And above, oh, man! Jerry Lynn. Oh, over the top. Over the top. The Cambodian assassin is eliminated from contention. The assassin is out. Now TJ Lightning, look at him battling to hang in there. He's over the top. No, but he landed on that ring apron. He is still in the battle royal. You've got to hit the ringside floor for complete and total elimination from the proceedings. Over the top. I did not see who that was. The Hollywood Hitman has been eliminated. He's going to take a shower. He's gone. 4 wrestlers left. The Jungle Fighter. Oh, wait a minute. Jungle Fighter. He landed on the ring apron. Jerry Lynn battling with TJ Lightning. 4 men left. The Jungle Fighter, Brett Stryker, Jerry Lynn, and TJ Lightning over the top. Stryker is gone. Brett Stryker is gone, and now this does not look very promising for Jerry Lynn. He has 2 to contend with. TJ Lightning and the Masked Jungle Fighter, 2 of the most diabolical, brutal wrestlers in the NCWA. And they're enjoying this, you can bet, working over Jerry Lynn, 2-on-1. Hard into the corner. Oh, this is a back alley assault. That's what this is. We've got aggravated assault and battery going on. Oh, gee. Oh, this is pure torture now. Jerry Lynn, give him all the credit in the world. A great young talent, but how he is going to manage to hang in there with the likes of Lightning and the Jungle Fighter, I can't imagine. Methodically, they're dismantling this young guy. Let's see what they're going to do now. Watch this. Jungle Fighter. Wait a minute, over the top. Jungle Fighter is gone. Jerry Lynn's big atomic drop. Lightning is gone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Lynn, the dynamic one, over the top of those high back body drops. First the Jungle Fighter, then TJ Lightning, and Jerry Lynn comes out victorious in this Shakopee Ford over the top rope battle royal. Just when you thought Jerry was about to buy the farm, the Jungle Fighter and TJ Lightning took just a little too much time in setting up their final dismantling of Jerry Lynn. Lynn caught what was going on. He kept his wits about him. First one, then the other. Jerry Lynn gets the Duke. Your winner in this Shakopee Ford Battle Royal here at Shakopee Senior High School. We're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. It gets hotter from here.
Lynn, punk! You're gonna get what's coming to you, buddy. I had you. I had that Battle Royal, and you stole it from me, pal. I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna break you in half, buddy. You're gonna get what's coming to you. Lightning, Jungle Fighter, it was two of you against one. I'll tell you what, just because I'm small, don't take it for granted at all. Guys my size have to have that much more fight, that much more determination, and work that much harder to get where you go in this business today, which is to the top where I'm going in the NCWA. So don't anyone take me lightly for 1 minute.
Wrestling fans, the annual June Spectacular is coming up. Fridley 49er Days, June the 17th, 7 o'clock start time, Fridley City Hall in the parking lot. Pro wrestling action will feature dynamic Jerry Lynn, the hot, high-flying actor, as he goes up against J.B. Trapp, the superior male of the NCWA. Also on the card, you're going to see the Masked Professor, the NCWA heavyweight champion. His title will be on the line against a yet-to-be-determined challenger. Wow, the Masked Professor will be there along with his manager, Carmine Verona Jr. The Heartbreakers, NCWA Tag Team Champions, are there. Their titles are up for grabs as they defend against the Yates Gang, along with their manager, Carmine Verona Jr. Fans, if that wasn't enough, also on the card, the Russian assassin, Chris Markov, will be there. The Midgets will be there. More wrestling action, Fridley 49er Days, June 17th, 7 o'clock at Fridley City Hall.
Fisherman A is attracting insects. Fisherman B is bug-free. But even with all those annoying gnats and mosquitoes, Fisherman A is going to have a more comfortable night. Because while the running lights on his boat do tend to attract bugs, they're very effective at repelling other things. If you're not afraid of the dark, you should be.
Wrestling fans, we are back with NCWA Pro Wrestling. And right now, I'm going to read a letter from one of our fans who wins a T-shirt this week. We're a little bit behind last week because of prior commitments. I could not make it to the studio, and because of a time constraint, we could not do our drawing. So this week, we're going to do a drawing for a T-shirt, and we'll also do one again next week. As you can see behind me, the NCWA T-shirt, the terrific, tremendous logo, NCWA Pro Wrestling, red, white, and blue. What an all-American patriotic shirt Fans, you can win it. What you have to do is write in right here to us in the NCWA. Now, in just a couple of moments, we'll have the graphics on the screen for you, the address. So right now, why don't you run, grab a pencil or paper, jot down this address for the NCWA. We want your suggestions, we want your comments, and this is how you can win an NCWA Pro Wrestling t-shirt. Now, this week's letter comes from Kim Jagerson from Blaine, who writes, Dear NCWA, I've watched the Pro Wrestling Talkback show for the longest time, and I really like seeing Lightning Bo James. Can you tell me some more about him? Well, Kim, we'd love to hear your letter. Lightning Bo James is one half of the former NCWA Tag Team Champions. He teamed up with Horace the Psychopath, and they were the champions late last year. They lost the titles. Now Bo James is working himself into contention for a shot at the Masked Professor and the NCWA heavyweight title. Hopefully we'll be able to announce that Bo James may be signed for Friendly 49er Days, June the 17th. I know promoter Jim Mitchell has got negotiations underway, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have more info whether or not Lightning Bo James will be on the card for Fridley 49er Days. Right now, fans, take a look at the screen. We'll get the graphic up for you. If you want to write to us for the NCWA, we'd like your questions or comments. This is how you can win an NCWA Pro Wrestling t-shirt. Write to us, care of NCWA Pro Wrestling, P.O. Box 131472, Roseville, Minnesota 55113. So remember that address once again, NCWA Pro Wrestling, P.O. Box 131472, Roseville, Minnesota 55113. Fans, we've got to go to a break. We'll be back with more of NCWA Pro Wrestling coming up right after this.
Buckley and O'Neill together, how come?
I'm here to elucidate the prodigious benefits of space technology, and you?
To bring what you say down to Earth. Take this laser, developed for space research.
It may one day supplant the need for coronary bypass surgery.
It could obliterate an artery obstruction in minutes. The patient's up and around the same day.
I'm speechless.
See? The benefits from space are endless.
Space technology.
This is what's in it for you.
Dan, when Doug was in the ring and vice versa, I'm not going to make that mistake tonight. Let's call this one Heartbreaker number one. Wait a minute, he's trying to get a hold of him. He got him now. Oh, geez. Perhaps here. Caught in the opposite corner now. Rowdy Yates tossed from the ring.
We are back, wrestling fans, with more of NCWA Pro Wrestling. Now, coming up at Fridley 49er Days is a rematch for the NCWA Tag Team title. The Heartbreakers, the champions, put the title on the line against the Yates Gang. Now, in April 24th to be exact, at Shakopee Senior High School, those two teams locked up in kind of a controversial match. We're going to show you some highlights right now and take a look what happens in the locker room later after that match concludes.
know something, people? We are the new tag team champions. We are the best. And you know why? Because we have the perfect team. You know, look at this. This is part of the reason we won. Here's another one. The part of the reason we won. You know, the bronze here is part of the reason we won. That's right, brother. But it does take teamwork. And we won because we are.
Just a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing here, Mitchell? This is our interview. You are.
Wrestling fans, the annual June Spectacular is coming up. Fridley 49er Days, June the 17th, 7 o'clock start time, Fridley City Hall in the parking lot. Pro wrestling action will feature dynamic Jerry Lynn, the hot, high-flying actor, as he goes up against J.B. Trask, the superior male of the NCWA. Also on the card, you're going to see the Masked Professor, the NCWA heavyweight champion. His title will be on the line against a yet-to-be-determined challenger. Wow, the Masked Professor will be there along with his manager, Carmine Verona Jr. The Heartbreakers, NCWA Tag Team Champions, are there. Their titles are up for grabs as they defend against the Yates Gang, along with their manager, Carmine Verona Jr. Fans, if that wasn't enough, also on the card, the Russian assassin, Chris Markov, will be there. The Midgets will be there. More wrestling action, Fridley 49er Days, June 17th, 7 o'clock at Fridley City Hall.
Last year, Minnesotans pulled 4 million walleyes out of Minnesota lakes using one of these. They pulled 4 million northerns out using one of these. They pulled 3 million bass out using one of these. Unfortunately, Minnesotans also pulled 18 Minnesotans out of Minnesota lakes using one of these.
Wrestling fans, John Lloyd here with promoter Jim Mitchell. And Jim, there is so much going on. The excitement is in the air for Fridley 49er Days. That's coming up. In fact, they've set up a special hotline number. You want to take a look at your screens right now, fans. The phone number for Fridley 49er Days, 794-5522. Call them for all the updates about Fridley 49er Days. Once again, the phone number, Fridley 49er Days, is 794-5522.
Now, don't call our office no more, because I'll tell you what, the phones have just been ringing off the hook since last week. Call that 49er hotline, and that's the greatest thing that we ever done.
That's right. The phone number, once again, 794-5522. Updates regarding Fridley 49er Days. Now, Jim Mitchell, that is coming up June the 17th, 7 o'clock start time. Already exciting matches have been signed, including tag team titles, the Heartbreakers going up against the Yates Gang. The Masked Professor is signed, and quite frankly, Jim, I'd like to know, who do you have in mind for an opponent for the Masked Professor?
Well, I don't want to give it away, but just look tall. And that's as much as I'm going to tell the Masked Professor on that one.
Ooh, fans, it sounds interesting. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll find out who the Masked Professor's opponent will be. Now, Jim, also on the card, the announcement was made that the Russian assassin, Chris Markov, will be there. In addition to the Midgets will be there.
The Mighty Midgets are going to be there. I just talked to them. They're all set to come in, and they're raring to go.
Fans, that is going to be fantastic. Fantastic, excuse me. Not only that, I'm so excited I can't talk. J.B. Trask has a return bout with Jerry Lynn.
There it is. That's the bombshell that you ought to make sure you want to say.
Jerry Lynn will get another shot at J.B. Trask. The winner of that match will go against the Masked Professor at the next open date.
Wow, fans, unbelievable. You just heard it right here. Jim Mitchell making the announcement. The winner of the match between J.B. Trask and Jerry Lynn will get a signed match for the NCWA Tag Team title against the Masked Professor on the next card. Now, that is going to be very exciting, Jim, but I know that you've got a few more things up your sleeve.
The Hollywood Hitman against TJ Lightning, a rematch. That was a great match, and it went nowhere. I mean, I just didn't know which way to go with it. So they're going to have a rematch on this one. What a match that's going to be. You're talking about high-flying, speed, agility. They've got it all. Those two young men are fantastic.
Not to mention, Jim, there will be a lot of arrogance in the ring with TJ Lightning and also the Hollywood Hitman. I don't know if the ring's big enough to hold both of their egos.
Well, TJ Lightning, you know, he reminds me of a young Adrian Adonis. He really does. He is just cocky as you know what, but that's what it takes to be a good professional. You've got to know what you want to do, and you've got to be there all the time.
That's right. TJ Lightning not lacking any confidence in himself or his abilities. And what a match that will be, him and the Hollywood Hitman.
That's it. You know, and the Russian Assassin, I'm right back to him, Chris Markoff. What a seasoned pro he is. He's been around for many, many years, and I can't get too many opponents that want to sign up against him. I'm just running down. I don't know which way to go. Maybe I better put on the tights in wrestling because I have nobody who wants to get in the ring with him.
Well, Jim, I talked to a couple of rookies here in the NCWA, and they said no way, they have nothing that they want to do with Chris Markoff, either in or outside of the squared circle.
Well, you know, I even thought about maybe giving the Masked Professor a chance at Chris Markoff, but you know that's hard to do because the Masked Professor has a little to say about it, and he's really not wanting to get in the ring with him. He wants more time to do that.
Well, you can't blame him. Well, fans, that's it for this week. Join us next week with more of NCWA Pro Wrestling.